Hey guys, I am back, and as you can see, I've been a little bit busy. First off, I've created this to-do list. Each episode I'm just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Now it's time to really start buckling down. Targets at this point are getting a sorting system taken care of, building a new, well, a house. Processing facility, that's gonna go hand in hand with a sorting system. My preference is to go with red power 2 pneumatic stuff. I just think it's a lot more elegant. Need more power. I have added a few more bat boxes, but that's, you already know how to do those. A repair chest, which I'm doing a lot more stuff that's of stuff that has durability, and especially once I start getting into using the paintbrushes and stuff, it's a hassle making those, and they use up some resources that I'm just not interested in using up. So I'm gonna do that. Get some lights going. As you can see, I have started on a new building. This is going to be both my processing facility and my sorting system. Lower level is going to be processing, ground level is going to be sorting and storage. And as you can see here, I've got this between the two levels, this extra space. This is what I was talking about when I was building the power shed over here, where I like to have this extra space in between for piping, for power, whatever needs to be run through there. It makes things a lot cleaner, looks really nice. Yeah, it adds some height to the building. You got to use a lot more resources, obviously, but overall I think it just looks better. Plus, for lighting, it allows me to have lights on the ceiling and not on the floor. If you only have this one block here for the floor, you're going to have light shining from the floor and from the ceiling of the floor below. And I don't know, I'm not a fan of that. So as you can see, I already got started. And another modification I made to the power shed is I created this tunnel. I'll just run over here and show you. Got the shaft down and the service tunnel, so I can run all my power down and over to wherever it needs to go. I like the fact that this does go fairly far underground, so that it can be run pretty much to any building that I need it to. As you can see, I created two more bat boxes. I'm gonna create one more and put it here, and for the time being, it should provide plenty of the parallel power that I might need if I'm running full bore. Eventually, I'm going to have to start creating some transformers and get some beefier storage here. But for now, this will serve my purposes. I'm also going to be working on a new to me at least, item. Just because I have some water nearby, it's a handy thing. Water strainer. What this does is it actually creates power. It's pretty cheap to make. It's a lot cheaper than a solar panel, which when you're starting out, obviously that's a big plus. This will actually put out 2 EU per tick, 24 hours a day, or day and night, versus I think it's 1 per tick for the solar panel. Not entirely sure. I think it's one per tick. So it puts out a lot more overall. So just to get going on some renewable power, that'll be really handy. And to get the water into that, you'll see that the volcano really didn't put out as much as I thought it was going to. It's still quite a bit, but it's not as much as I thought it was going to, especially for the height of the thing. So I can totally dismantle this, the pump up top here, and take out all these pipes, and then put it down. Find a spot down here that's got some, yeah, I'll probably just put it like right here or something like that, because it needs to be in a 1 deep water source, otherwise it's going to drain the whole thing. I'll probably build some extra land under there to give that proper, 3 by 3, or I'm sorry, 2 by 2, 1 block deep water source. That'll give the infinite water. As you can see, I expanded my cactus farm a little bit. It's given me way more than I ever need at this point. I should say at this point, not never need. But anyways, been collecting a lot of food, so I'm in good shape at this point. What I'm going to start doing, I'll do this off camera as well, just because, who needs to see me build all this crap. But another thing I forgot to mention also, this trench here, this is, same thing as up above here. I want to keep those wires hidden. Processing facility is going to run all along this here, and what's going to happen is, as this stuff comes in to be sorted, the raw ore is going to come down to the macerators, which is then going to get, obviously put into powders and then back up into the sorting system and pushed back out again to the furnaces. So that hopefully, in the end, I'll have a completely automated system that'll, I just don't have to touch the stuff from ore to ingot. Another thing I'm going to do is, I'll show this later, is I'm going to be painting this. Because if I end up running medium or high voltage or high voltage down here as well, I'm going to want to run them side by side, and painting them will prevent them from connecting together. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll come back when I get a good part of this building built, and I'll show you some of the other stuff that I'm going to be doing, especially setting up for the lighting. There's a special bit that I do for the lighting. But before I can do the lighting, I'm actually going to need to create some red alloy ingots to create the wire, and so I need that red alloy furnace, or I should say the alloy furnace, so I can get so I can create that. And if I can find where I mined up a whole bunch of clay, and now I can't find it. Well, I'll get it built in and come back and deal with that at a later date. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I am back. Turns out that I think I was carrying all the clay that I had with me when I fell into the lava, so I think I lost all that. So I went out and just kind of cruised around the river banks for some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smelt this down to bricks, and we'll be able to get this furnace going. Now the alloy furnace that I'm going to be making is just the pretty standard thing. You start off with clay, you smelt that to brick, and then 4 bricks per, 4 bricks per brick block, which will give, then you need 8 brick blocks. That'll give you the alloy furnace. And then at that point you just use any fuel that you want, coal, wood, whatever. I may have enough here to get started at least. And again, maybe not. Let's separate this out. And I'll come back when I'm all done. Okay, I have my 32 bricks that I'm going to need. So we'll make those, and then those. And we're good. Now, oh, I can't wait till I move in to the new facility. Alright, I need some fuel. Now, to make some blue alloy wire, I'm sorry, it's not blue alloy wire. It's red alloy wire. But I actually want jacketed wire, because the way I do my lights is I like to use the jacketed wire so that it there's a lot more freedom of movement with it, and you can do some more stuff with it. Takes a little bit more resources, you know, you got to use a cover, but you know, I think you get a little bit more out of it too. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta make a bunch of covers. I don't know if I covered this or not, but I've already made a handsaw. Very simple to make, and it's one of the early things I like to make just because it's so damn handy. You can make them out of gems, diamonds, or iron. It's better to make it out of gems, at least at first, obviously, because of the expense, and the gems will be able to cut glass. I'm not sure if iron can cut glass. Never bothered. Just makes more sense to me to do that. So to make that, all it takes is 3 sticks, 2 iron ingots, and then 2 of whatever you're going to be using. So if you do iron, it's going to be 2 of those. Gems, same deal. So I've already made that, and you can also see there's a durability to it, and I believe, don't quote me on this, but first off, where's my, I lost track of, there it is, my covalence dust there. I don't know if you can, no, you can't repair it. You can't repair it there. I am going to be making a repair chest that will allow for repairs of this. So, to make any cover, I've got a crap ton of cobble, and you're not going to see this stuff. So what I'm going to do is use cobble, and I'm going to make covers. So you just take the saw, put it on top of there, and repeat until you get covers. Now, I'm gonna leave that for now, and I do need to make some stone brick covers. I hope I have enough durability for this, because those are going to be covering up the areas between the lights in the ceiling. Hope, 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 hope. That's going to break it. So, oops. I do that all the time with that. I don't know why. That'll give me enough to start with. Alright. Put this back. Repair that later. Alright. My lighting pattern is gonna be, I'm gonna bring it in 3. I'm gonna clear out some space here. I just did this for an example, so that should be good. Now, what I like to do is start it off. Should bring a 3 in or 4? I'll bring a 3 in. And then go 4 over. That should give enough light. These lamps give off light level of 15 when they're fully exposed. I believe they kind of follow the same rule of glowstone, in that if you bury them in the ground so that only one surface is showing, I think it drops it down to the level of a torch, which is 14, and you want a little bit of overlap, and there we go. little bit of overlap to make sure you have enough light reaching the floor, because you need to have a light level of 7 or higher. No, I'm sorry, 8 or higher at the floor to prevent mobs from spawning. So, let's see here. I'm just hoping I'm doing this right here. So I don't want to end up wasting a lot of wire, a lot of cable. Drop some stuff on the floor. Yep. Alright, so better go up top, it'll be easier. Tell you what, I'm gonna lay this out and then come back, because this is gonna be a long, tedious thing, and I don't want to bore you guys with that.